Now live.
Yeah.
Multi-streaming with.
Yeah. How to refresh this here? Shouldn't be on a delay. Hmm. Do. Come on. Come on. Oops. Oh, come on. Okay, so it's live. Okay, well, alright. Famous last words. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Cat hair. Imagine that. Alright. Alright. Let's see what we got here. See how this is gonna work today. Oh, goodness. Come on. Load. There it goes. How about that? We're loaded. Should be on Olisar. Looks like Olisar. Way down at the end. Alright. We're just going to go down here. Last time I streamed, I blew up an asteroid. This time we're going to go do a planet. And I have not bought new heads because I just don't see the purpose yet. Plus they're rather expensive. So I can't say how they work. Prospector.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Mm-hmm. Haven't even decided where to go yet. B8. Whoops. Cycle. Somebody's been through it. Change view.
Roger that.
Change view.
Roger that.
I didn't cycle. Change view.
Roger that.
Change view.
Roger that.
Whoops. We were on 8. Should be on the right. Somebody's Hornets there to the left. Didn't see nobody else in the thing, but I really wasn't paying attention. Alright. I did make some key binding changes and stuff. things work that weren't working after the patch. Somewhere up here, there's supposed to be a way to get. Oh, there it is. I know there's supposed to be a way to get in there. Like I said, I still haven't messed around with none of the new mining heads. I will eventually, if I don't crash out and lose all my credits. I think I'm up to about 30K, I think, which I could buy one or two. Alright, let's see what we got here. Startup.
Acknowledged.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
Take off.
Shield charge.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Let's get up a little higher. Alright, now where do we want to go? Let's, could go to selling. Range.
Collecting data.
Don't really think I want to go to selling. Let's see what else we got out here. Yellow. Oh, let's go to Daymar if we can find it. I think everything's on the same plane pretty much. We'll try Daymar. We're just going to bust some rocks up on the ground. Last time I did asteroids. Jump.
Jumping.
Change view.
Engaged.
Roger that.
Always lags on that animation. Change view.
Roger that.
I guess I really don't care about dark or light side. Light side can be easier, but give me my shit back.
Complete.
Range.
Collecting data.
Anything closer? Not that really matters. This'll work. We'll go this area here. Not that I know that anything's down here. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum travel. Engaged.
Frame rates seem okay.
Quantum travel complete.
Kitties are fighting. I'll try not to run into the ground, no guarantees. Won't be the first time. And even if I did, it wouldn't be the last. Lights.
Lights on.
All right. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
find something. I'm not going to be real particular here. I'm just out here playing. Hopefully we'll run into something sooner or later. Hopefully. Okay. This is what I don't like. This fog is going to be a problem. When you're in skating mode, you have no altimeter, so it's easy to find the ground. With your ship. Okay, now come on. Didn't even work that time, did it? Well, that was off a big delay, wasn't it? Huh.
Caution. Front collision.
Yeah, ain't that close. Well, we might do some mining, we might not. Don't see any aliens. Well, this isn't looking promising, is it? Change view.
Roger that.
Change view.
Roger that.
Oh. Got a hit. Wasn't that far away, so. Big rock right there, maybe? I don't know. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Mining mode on. Scan initiated.
Gimbals.
Actioned.
Why haven't I got...
Scan complete.
Yeah, something ain't right.
Extraction mode on. Fracturing mode on.
I've got no, Huh. Change view.
Roger that.
Change view.
Roger that.
I've got no, screen up for mining mode. Mining mode. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Mining mode.
Mining mode
There
Affirmative.
it
Stand by.
goes. Gold. Lots of quartz on this one. Doubt if it pays very well. I don't really care, so. It ain't working very well. Seems to be a bit jumpy here. As you can see, I got my gimbals locked to my headset tracking. Okay, I wish we had a distance meter. Wow, we're getting awful close here. This ain't good. Don't like how close I am to this rock. Might have to pick a different one. This just is not acting right. I'm awfully close not to be able to get any energy level up. It'd be mighty dangerous. Yeah, I don't really like this very much. This is how you blow your ship up. Yep, definitely how you blow your ship up. Yep. Wow, we are close. Don't like this at all. Got a feeling this is going to jump all of a sudden. Yeah, we're liable to do some ship damage here. This ain't very good. Awfully close to this rock. once you get started into fracturing range, it actually starts screen shaking you. You'll notice it wasn't screen shaking before. Come on, keep climbing. Damn it. See, we're flatlined. God damn it, all of a sudden, see? Yeah, so you got to be careful on stuff like that because it will blow you up. 82% quartz.
Scan complete. Scan complete.
Well, I know that laser's not on, so... Sure acts like it's on. It's acting a little weird here tonight.
Scan complete. Scan initiated.
It's acting a mite weird. Not really comfortable with the way it's acting. Come on.
Scan initiated.
%.
Extraction mode on. Scan complete.
A little closer, maybe. Okay, what's the deal here?
Scan initiated. Scan complete.
What do we got here?
Scan initiated. Scan initiated.
Well, it was a purple piece there somewhere, but I don't see it.
Scan complete. Scan complete.
Okay, now we're getting it. Change view.
Scan initiated.
Roger that.
Change view.
Roger that.
Scan complete. Scan complete. Scan complete. Scan initiated. Scan complete.
Okay, quit falling. Getting lots of quartz.
Scan initiated. Scan complete. Scan complete. Scan initiated.
Right.
Whoops.
Scan complete. Fracturing mode
Ascending.
on.
Retracting
Oh,
modules.
stop
Handing
it.
you the comm.
I didn't hit that. Shouldn't be.
Landing gear down.
Raise landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Change view.
Roger that.
Change view.
Roger that.
Just really isn't working just right. Should not have to get this close. Like I say, they change shit, so. Boy, I am awfully close to this rock and I got no energy level. Alright, let's back off. Go from a different angle or something because that's just scary being that close. It's easy enough to blow yourself up if you're not paying attention.
Scan initiated.
There we go, see? See, as soon as it gets to fracturing, it starts screen shaking the shit out of you.
Scan initiated. Scan initiated. Extraction mode on. Scan complete.
Not extracting. Not extracting.
Scan complete.
Giving us a rough time here, isn't it?
Scan complete. Scan complete.
Okay, it's extracting now.
Scan initiated.
Okay, now it's working.
Scan complete. Scan initiated.
Yeah, you just gotta hit it at the right angle, I guess.
Fracturing mode on. Scan complete. Scan complete.
Not a whole lot left here, is there?
Scan complete.
At least not a whole lot left that I want. Looking for higher percentages, of course. Nothing in that rock.
Scan complete.
All right, let's go look for a different rock to finish up with. Scanning mode. If I remember correctly, there was one out here
Accepted. You may
somewhere.
now proceed.
Mining mode off.
Not being real picky, but I can't see. Looks like the animation's off there. This is the rock down here, I think, isn't it? Yeah, there it goes. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Mining mode on. Scan initiated. Scan complete.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. Let's keep looking. Scanning mode. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
Mining mode off.
I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's not like I'm going to get rich doing anything unless I really get real picky, search for the perfect rock, and I'm not going to look that hard. But I wouldn't mind making 5,000 credits anyway. Kind of hate to go out for less than that. That's why I didn't take what was left of that one rock. Okay. Now I don't know if it makes any difference how fast you're moving when you're scanning. It seems when you're doing asteroids, the slower you go, or at least it seems like maybe it does make a difference when you're mining. I don't know if there's any truth in that, but if you're moving, you're not getting nothing, sometimes just slow your ship down or come to a complete stop. Okay, we got a couple of rocks here we can... Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Mining mode on. Scan initiated. Scan complete. Scan initiated. Scan complete.
That's not too bad, I guess.
Scan initiated. Scan initiated. Scan complete. Scan initiated. Scan complete. Scan initiated. Scan complete. Scan initiated. Scan
This is a pretty weak field here, and this was the best of the bunch.
Scan initiated.
There, I might get a big rock out of titanium out of it.
Scan complete.
Alright. Sure are having to get awfully close. That I don't like. Longer range mining head would be nice in this case. This one's got 30 meters, one that goes to 60 would sure be helpful. To not blow yourself up. And yes, we are drifting closer. It's possible we have a tailwind. Usually once it starts getting fracturing mode, it climbs quickly. Okay, I'm going to start putting some distance in there. Do not want to blow myself up.
Scan initiated. Scan complete.
Okay, that's not bad.
Scan complete. Scan complete.
And you can be as brave as you want to be. Some people are really brave. Every time I get overly confident, I usually wind up blowing myself up.
Scan initiated. Scan initiated. Scan complete. Scan initiated. Scan initiated. Scan initiated.
Wait, how does eye tracking work in VR?
It works really well. I don't. I'm using the Oculus head
It
tracking.
probably doesn't,
Scan initiated.
right?
Yes. You can't use the built-in stuff, but I don't need it. As you can see, I have better head tracking in my
Scan initiated.
Rift than you will have out of your facial recognition. Yeah, I'm controlling everything with my head tracking, my gimbals, and all that stuff. Okay. This is just not giving me a good reading here for whatever reason. Yeah, head tracking through your HMD headset is excellent. It's much better. It's better than both Track IR and this thing that and what's offered in game. It's much more accurate. Wow, this is just giving me a rough time getting a complete highlight here.
I mean, I know the head tracking, but you have some Tobii Eye Ghost thing that's supposed to show where your eyes look.
Yeah, Toby doesn't work in Star Citizen. The game has to be designed for it, like Tom Clancy games are, Tomb Raider games are, but it actually has to be designed for Tobii eye tracking to work. And the game,
okay.
yeah, and the games that it does work in, they're excellent. But the game does have to be designed for Tobii eye tracking, and Star Citizen doesn't support it in any way, shape, or form. I'm just going to have to split these rocks up, I guess. Ain't that something?
Scan initiated.
Yeah, they've changed something. As you notice, I can't get a good... It's really wanting to be a pain in the ass picking up rocks, or picking up the scans.
So, I never played Star Citizen. What are you doing right now?
I'm mining. Change view.
Roger
I'm
that.
using this ship, which is a single-player mining ship. And I am actually mining minerals. Change view.
Roger that.
I'll look around this ship a little bit, and we are drifting for whatever reason. The wind on these planets does affect your drift. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and split this, I guess.
Scan complete.
Come on, quit drifting.
Oh, this mining is very different from elite dangerous mining.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they've came up with this from scratch. And this may be the third iteration of it. It's a lot different than it started. And now we actually have mining heads, different mining heads we can use. Which I haven't tried yet. I haven't purchased them. But this is the standard one that comes with the ship, the one I'm using it. But they have longer ranges, or they have more power, or a lot better features. Okay. Mining mode.
Affirmative. Stand
Couple.
by. Coupling.
Mining mode.
Affirmative.
I was wondering
stand
why
by.
I was drifting so much. It's definitely uncoupled on me for whatever reason.
Most of the mining in Elite is done in planet rings, like the rings of Saturn kinda deal.
Yes, and you can mine asteroids. It just the last time I was out, I did mine asteroids, and I'm just doing my rocks on the ground now, just to see how much difference it was. It is in the new patch. But you could actually hand mine, and there's caves. There's rocks here on the ground you can search for. There are asteroids you can mine. All kinds of different materials. Some materials are pretty next to worthless, and some of them are. Some of them are very valuable if you want to take the time to find them. Mining mode. And we got a full storage. This ship holds about 32 SCU of Star Trek cubic meters or whatever it is. They have bigger mining ships, of course. Cruise control. But we're full and we can't sort.
Affirmative.
However you mine, you're going to get inert materials, and you cannot sort them yet. Supposedly that's coming in game, that we'll be able to sort out the inert, so we can get cargo holds full of nothing but the minerals we want. And of course, the better the mineral, the more...
I mean, with Elite you can make any ship into a mining ship.
Yes, no, you cannot do that. In Star Citizen, there's only, right now, I think there's three mining ships. There's this ship, which is called...
But I guess it's nice to have purpose-built ones.
Yes, and there's salvage ships that only one ship or a couple ships can salvage. There's exploration ships, only certain ships can explore things. Yeah, most of their stuff here is... there's not really truly multi-purpose ships. If you have a fighter, that's all you're going to be able to do with it is dogfight. If you have a cargo ship, basically all you're going to be able to do is cargo. There are some multi-use ships, but they're limited. They're jack of all trades, but they don't specialize in anything. You can make them do different things, but they're not made for it. But as far as mining and salvage, you actually have same thing with exploration. There are role-specific ships that have the equipment to be able to do that. Like, I can't carry cargo in this ship. I can only carry inert minerals. I can't actually put cargo in it. And needless to say, this is one of the driftiest, sloppiest flying ships in the world, and you're not going to dogfight with it. And it does have lasers on it, but they're useless. I mean, So, but yeah, here everything. I mean, when it first they started, they said everything you're going to be able to make every ship into everything. Well, they changed that. They found out they could make more money by making people buy more ships by if you want to do a specific role. Star map.
Activating now.
Now you can mine by hand in some caves and stuff, but it really
that's
is
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just what they've came up with. Like I say, originally everything was multi-ship, you know. Now they've made it where no, you can't do that. Everything now is pretty much role specific. I'll go back to Olisar here to sell this stuff. Close mobiGlas.
Closing mobiGlas.
So yeah, if you want to mine, you have to buy a mining ship. Range.
Collecting data.
And though you can do some hand mining with a multi-tool, you're not going to make a lot of money doing it. You're not going to support yourself in the game by just hand mining. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum travel engaged.
But every ship in the game is supposed to be available to be bought inside the game when you earn the credits. So it's not like they've locked you out of being able to do something without spending money. You're just going to have to put time in the game.
Are you using something like voice attack or something, or is it some pre-installed thing?
No, I use voice attack. Same thing you use in Elite Dangerous. Range.
Collecting data.
Yeah, there are no voice commands in the game itself. And voice attack works pretty good as far as I'm concerned. In fact, if you're playing in VR, you really can't play without it. Jump.
Jumping.
There are just too many different key bindings in this game. Like Elite Dangerous, that if you're not using, if you can't see
Yet
your
I
keyboard.
really like voice attack too.
Yeah, if you.
And I have to agree.
Yeah, there's too many commands to be trying to find a keyboard when you're playing in VR. I mean, I use dual joysticks plus a gamepad, and there's not near enough buttons. Even with shift keys to be able to do everything I want to do, but with voice attack, it's real easy. I just have to make the command and give it. Cruise control.
Quantum travel complete. Contact received.
Affirmative.
Contact received.
Yes, I see everybody out there fighting each other. And as I say, a ship like this is pretty much a sitting duck. About the only thing I can do is to run, get into quantum travel to escape somebody. I'm not going to be able to dogfight them. I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to run if somebody does attack me. Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Contacts.
Landing gear down.
Broadcasting now.
Just like
Yeah, that'd be my plan too.
Yeah. Just like Elite Dangerous, you have to have permission to land anywhere except on an open planet. Close mobiGlas.
Closing mobiGlas.
You don't get it, you'll get a fine, and they'll start hunting you. People will hunt you, or you'll have a bounty on you for having a crime stat.
Caution. Deck collision.
That's called landing.
Stations are a lot more open here, it seems.
Yes, they are. They're normally, we have internal hangars, but most of the landing places are like this, where they're on top of the ground or on top of the station or on a pad. However, there are hangars. Like at Levski, Area 18, you actually have to go down into a hangar which can be problematic if you don't pay attention to what you're doing. You can easily come on. Where's my function key here? Gimbals.
Actioned.
All right. Why is my there it is?
Shield off.
Exit seat.
Affirmative.
Of course, here we can walk around. I know Elite Dangerous keeps saying they're going to add it, but we have ship interiors, as you can see. We can log out in our ships and beds and stuff. There's a lot of similarities. There's a lot of things that differ. I'm having to use WarpX to run this in VR.
So it seems like you have played Elite Dangerous.
Yes.
What would you say is the biggest difference between the two games besides the ships?
The biggest difference is FPS right now. Elite Dangerous has better looking 3D, but then Elite Dangerous is built in 3D. This game I'm having to use WarpX and make it 3D, which is not quite as nice. So you do notice it, that Elite Dangerous in VR looks a whole lot nicer, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, this looks nice, but anything that's actually made for 3D is going to look better than things you convert to 3D. You have FPS, ground stuff you can do where you can't yet do it in Elite Dangerous, though I understand they're going to add that in the future. I think the flight model itself for dogfighting and stuff probably is better in Elite Dangerous than it is here. They're still working on it here, so it's not a done, finished product, but I think as it stands right now, Elite Dangerous probably has a better flight model. But once again, that's subjective to whoever's doing who's ever doing the flying and what they're used to. That's not too bad a run. 8,000 credits. I did not search. I just picked a couple rocks out of nowhere. You can actually make 20,000 credits a load in this ship if you really want to work at it. Depends on how hard you want to search for that perfect asteroid or rock or
Yeah,
whatever.
totally.
Yeah.
So have you heard about Starbase?
Yes. I don't know much about it. I just basically heard about it. I think Dual Universe will be another great game for space in this genre when they get it released, and it'll release long before this game will. It'll probably release next year, where this game's a few years away as far as being complete. Is what I think. I just don't see no way this game's going to release in 2 years. There's just too much more to do. They're way too far behind. And I could be wrong. But I don't think. If they do release it any sooner than 2 years, it's not going to be a finished product. And of course, you can never tell what people want to do when it comes to they got to make money. But yeah, it's nice to be able to walk around. It's nice to be able to do, you can actually get in gunfights. You can actually do search and rescue. There's a lot of missions they've made around derelict ships and stuff. And it's all quite fun. I mean, that's probably the biggest difference between this game and Elite Dangerous, is that you actually don't just fly your spaceship and do things from your spaceship. You can actually do like I'm doing right now. I'm on the ground. I just sold minerals. I can actually do missions. I can do deliveries. I can do first-person combat stuff. That's probably the big difference. And I think they're all fun. I think they're just different games. But if you're looking for a full game, Star Citizen isn't it yet. I mean, it's fun to come in and play around and mess around with it. But there's no persistence. That means all those credits I made, the next patch they're going to be wiped. Anything I have.
guess in Elite Dangerous you're basically an introvert.
Right.
Never leaving your ship, haha.
Right. And that's the big difference between the two games. I mean, I think if you want to compare space flight and stuff, just the Star Citizen Elite Dangerous is a better game. It's more polished. It's a full game. And believe me, in VR, it's better looking in VR. It's better 3D. I mean, but this game isn't made for VR. I have to use VorpX to get it to run in VR. And it's nice. The 3D is nice, but it's nothing like what you get in a VR game like Asgard's Wrath or Elite Dangerous. There's no comparison. But it's still pretty sweet to be in your HMD.
I mean, I played Elite.
Yeah.
For like 250 hours or so.
Yes. And this game, like I say, can be fun. I mean, I just don't get, I tell people when they ask me if I recommend it, well, it's alpha. It's an alpha build. If it's got a lot of bugs, it's going to crash. It's things are, you're gonna crash. You're gonna lose what you're working at. If you can't put up with that, you really shouldn't be getting into this game yet. Like I say, that'll change in the future as long as they keep at it. And it's much better than it was when it started, but it's still got a long ways to go. And there's enough to keep you busy for a while, but you have to remember all the work you put into Elite Dangerous, you get to keep that work. Here, you get to keep it to the next patch. The next patch, they're going to wipe out all your progress. So even though you can buy things in game, you can buy guns, all stuff for your ships. Even though you can buy all that, you're not going to get to keep it. And some people don't like that. And, that's why I don't really worry about making credits because, it's nothing I'm going to keep anyway. They're really kind of useless is the way I look at it. But it's nice to see what you can do to make credits. I mean, to do some of the missions, get an idea of how things are going to go. It's fun to do. But if you want to play a game for 250 hours, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's people playing this.
But yeah, Dual Universe seems interesting too.
Yes.
Especially the ship building processes.
Yes, and the space station building processes. I think that game's going to be awesome. I think it will be awesome. I think it will probably be the best of all of them when it's done. Because I sure am looking forward to it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for now. We went out there and beat up on some rocks. And I might think about trying some new laser heads. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I got errands I got to get done. If I don't get them done, somebody's going to shoot me. But it was nice talking to you, and good luck, and hope to see you again.